If a decision is taken by men in uniform, what does this have to do with the RSS? I completely fail to understand that.
No, Rahul.
You can agree with the decision, you can disagree with it. Where does the RSS come into this decision?
No, what did I say? Because RSS has influenced many facets of our life.
Give me 30
so
seconds
after BJP has come in, so there is a suspicion it could be there. And let me just tell you one small thing. See, this is a political decision. Now, if the chiefs are, saying the same thing, I don't want to comment on that. But I want to tell you on record, General Navarane, who was the outgoing army chief, opposed the scheme on the grounds that it would kill regimentation in the army, that it is not good for the esprit de corps in the army. Now, see, serving military officers have their limitations. So, let us not go by that. This is purely a political decision. As Congress party, as a patriot, as a former soldier, I am convinced this is not in the country's interest.
Okay, let me put that question to Lieutenant General Sawhney, who served as the Deputy Chief of the Army. You're just hearing
Rahul,
from a former pilot. I'm just coming back to you on the RSS question, but he's made a point about the limitations of soldiers in uniform. UK Reddy says that this is a political decision thrust by the political establishment on the generals on the services chiefs who didn't have an option but to go along. You've been in critical roles in the army. Do you think that is the way it could have been, or do you think it is impossible that unless the armed forces chiefs actually believed that this was the right thing to do, there's no way they could have been forced to do this, General Sawhney?
I am absolutely with you, Rahul. First of all, I am absolutely pained at the way this whole issue has been blatantly politicized. It is a transformational change which is being contemplated by the army. And the armed forces go about it in a very, very correct manner. They must have deliberated on it for a long time. And they came out with this particular suggestion. This suggestion has come about to bring down the age of the average age of the men, which at the moment is 32. They want to bring it to 26. And they also wanted to address the way the budget was being allocated for different aspects. There was far too much money being spent for the pay and pensions, etc., which should legitimately be going for modernization. So this is a scheme which was evolved. It has been now put into place. But the scheme has also got inbuilt flexibility. It is to be tried out, it is being tried out, and as you have seen, that the amendments to the scheme can carry on. But to accuse the armed forces of being, becoming the armed cadre for some political sense and all, it pains me. I joined the armed forces when I was 16 years old, and I retired at 60. I am proud of it. So are you, I think, because you are a son of a very bright military officer. We have a stake in the traditions of the army. This army has always stood for Naam, Namak and Nishan. Transformations take place, and whenever the transformations take place, that is a time that a lot of discussions take place. That is what is required. If they have some problems about the implementation, they can discuss it. But to politicize it, and those youngsters for whom we are very proud of, to make them into arsonists. They are destroying the infrastructure and everything, and all sorts of abuses are being heaped on an institution which has always served the nation honorably. Is this the way to go about it?
Okay.
I am absolutely for that. No, I am saying this. Let there be an informed debate, and I am certain. I have also been briefed by the armed forces. They are open to listening to the suggestions. And 4 years are there, and they have also said that if there is any cogent suggestion, they would be open to change the the various facets. But to go about and tarnish the whole army, the army leadership, I mean, I am pained and surprised